Chương trình này được bảo trợ bởi
Family Joy, tổ ấm y tế của mọi gia đình, 714 898 0765.
Hi, welcome back to the OC Health and Education Show on Little Saigon TV. I'm your host, Julie Yip. This is our last segment, but we're here to remind you guys that September is Suicide Prevention Month, a month that we need to make sure we reach out to our loved ones, especially when they have the biggest happy smiles on their social media posts, especially when that life looks like everything is okay, because suicide prevention is about reaching out to people who you might not even think is struggling. As you can hear from Howard's story, that the loss of his friend Ron Esau was something very sudden. They were playing golf with him the night before. They had dinner a few days ago. They were on the track together. Nobody knew that he was struggling. So oftentimes depression and suicide, a lot of these people suffer silently because they didn't have the energy left to ask for help. So I'm hoping that this show will hopefully help you, to remind you to reach out to each other and support each other. Julie cảm ơn quý vị. Hôm nay Julie có thời gian chia sẻ với quý vị về tháng 9, đó là tháng 9 để dành là Suicide Prevention Month. Cái tháng đây mình muốn nhắc nhở quý vị là cái phần mà tự tử là cái số lượng especially trong mùa Covid nó lên rất nhiều, mà Julie hy vọng cho cái show hôm nay sẽ nhắc nhở quý vị để cho mình nói chuyện, mình giúp cái người mà mình thấy rất là vui vẻ, có thể trên Facebook họ cười tươi, mà thiệt ra có thể họ có khó khăn mà họ không có biết, họ không có còn sức để cho đòi hỏi cái sự giúp đỡ của quý vị. Howard, I just wanted to remind everybody on the show that we need to really reach out, especially when those who are struggling, sometimes they might not have the energy left to ask for help. Not because they don't have the will to live, but they're just so exhausted, they're so depleted that sometimes we have to take that step to help them. I just really want to thank Tim Hilston from Irwindale Speedway for really allowing us to come back, for giving us or donating to us the suite, for making sure that our families, our OC Autism family, or any family who's watching this show that's struggling with mental health, they can come to me and I can give them some tickets to the event. And it's just a reason, we just need to find a reason to get out. We need to find a reason to make some friends. And I know, during the commercial break, you would say, Julie, remember that time you talked about, not stop Asian hate? We joke about that, usually a NASCAR race is a white old man sport.
Not old man, young kids.
Even young kids. But a lot of times our Asian community, we don't go to NASCAR races.
Right.
But, I think this will be an invitation for our community to kind of open their hearts and even open up their minds to trying something different, because you never know how much you like it until you're there. Yeah. But I think because you're able to give them a VIP experience, a private suite experience, and just, to meet your son, who's going to continue the legacy of late Ron Esau. I think that is an amazing. I hope, our audience comes and shake his hand.
Well, again, first of all, I still want to thank you very much for inviting me on your show today, and
you're always welcome.
TV, which is perfect and great to get this out, the message to people and other family members.
Yes.
We are a family.
Yes.
It doesn't matter who we are a family. You get to the racetrack, we're all family.
It's a race family.
It's a race family. Everybody,
Yes.
People you don't even know probably come up and say hi to you.
Yes.
Just, hey, thanks for coming out and stuff like that. Within the Asian community, with OC Autism Foundation, that's a big step. And my son would love to teach anybody who wants to learn how to, a young girl, young boy, to drive. You're 12 years old and older, come on out. You can put behind a race car. Your son's been in the race car.
Yes.
Yes. So we did
I'm hoping to get him mentally prepared to actually start the engine and rev it and keep on going.
Yeah. Well, and I said it's a family when you get out there, especially if they come out on race day, or they come out there. They have clowns there. They have shows there for kids. They have all types of stuff like that. And nobody's in a big hurry over there. Everybody's laid back. Walk through the pits, you can go talk, you see a nice car you like, or you can go over and talk to the guy who drives it. I mean, that's the way they are. They invite everybody to their pits.
Well, why don't you look through the camera and invite our audience to come out on the 17th?
Okay, you guys, here's your invitation. Per Howard Schlick over here at Irwindale Speedway, September 17th, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The gates open. Prior to that, anybody out there who wants to come, notify Julie at OC Autism Foundation, give them your family, your name, so who wants to come out and how many tickets you need, and she'll take care of you. Then you come out there and I'll take you on a private tour. I'll take you up to where the car's at, go meet my son. It's a lot of fun. There's going to be about 5,000 people there, so it's not going to be a small event. It's a big event.
Yeah.
You know, it's called the Southwest Tour for Spears, and it's one of the biggest races in the West Coast, just under NASCAR program that they run out here. So you're going to see all the top drivers on the West Coast out here from the Rocky Mountains west is going to be out there racing.
And I know the media is going to be all over Ricky Schlick coming back on the racetrack.
Oh yeah, it'll be Lucas Oil TV with MAV TV there also. They're going to make a big thing about him making a comeback. They did a big write-up in the paper the other day about it. And my son's not a very talkative person, you know. Unfortunately, when he wins races, you have to be an interview. And he tries, but you know, he's the sweetest kid you'll ever know. He'll take time out to talk to you.
We all have different abilities to communicate.
Right.
And I think, but at the end of the day, we know he's an amazing prodigy.
Right.
You know, and he's amazing at what he does.
Well, and like I said, he does, and his girlfriend Rose has been with him 4 years.
I think his fiance now.
His fiance, his fiance. They're getting married next year.
Yeah.
She's a great inspiration to my son. If it wasn't for her and her backing of my son, he wouldn't be where he is today. She does, you know, my son is too nice to everybody, but she's the backbone to Ricky Schlick Racing. She does invoices, the bills, and when you don't pay, she comes after you. Not my son, because my son will come and say, "Oh, don't worry about it," you know. But it's
like I said, at the end of the day, we need a network support.
Right.
And I think we just need some people in our lives who really cares about us and love us and set some of those boundaries. You know, when we have mental health, sometimes our boundaries are a little bit too loose, and we give our time and energy to people who oftentimes don't deserve it and deplete us. You know, so hopefully this show today will remind everybody and invite everybody to join.
I mean, reach out to somebody. Just you know, OC Autism Foundation, call up, and happy to talk to you about anything. You know, and it's appreciation for me to give you back. And if it wasn't for my son, you know, and me doing where I'm in the position to do what I'm doing, and you know, special thanks to you know, BBSI, my payroll company. I've been doing 30 years.
They're co-sponsoring the event.
They're co-sponsoring the thing. And a good friend of mine, Keith at Purple Crane. They're one of our big co-sponsors too.
Okay.
And OC Autism is the car, so you guys got to come out. You know, we need a cheering section. There's going to be 5,000 people there, so we need to see a cheering section for the number 2 car my son will be driving.
Okay.
And you know, and it's just stuff like that, and especially with Approved Memory, and you know, and especially thanks to Tim Huddleston out there at Irwindale Speedway for putting this on for us and helping us out. We couldn't have done it without Tim and everybody out there. So.
Well, thank you again, Howard, for being on the show. Julie, cảm ơn quý vị. Hôm nay mình có thời gian nói chuyện với Howard Schlick về nhắc nhở quý vị tháng 9 là một tháng đó là Suicide Prevention Month. Hôm nay cái show Julie muốn nhắc nhở quý vị là một cái show để cho quý vị nhớ, để cho giữ sức khỏe của mình, để cho mình được có thể giúp người xung quanh. Hôm nay Howard nói chia sẻ về cái khó khăn về mất một cái người bạn thân, đó là anh Ron Esau. Anh Ron Esau là mất về tự tử. Đó, so Julie hy vọng hôm nay quý vị nghe về cái khó khăn một cái người đã có mất, mà cũng lúc mà họ mất, họ ảnh hưởng, cái cuộc đời của họ ảnh hưởng rất nhiều người. Con của Howard là Ricky Schlick, là because lúc mà Ron mất, Ricky cũng bị buồn, thì không có sức được race nữa, mà hy vọng ngày 17 tháng 9 quý vị được tới tham dự ủng hộ. Mà chừng nào quý vị muốn tham dự cái chương trình đây, Julie sẽ sẵn sàng có vé để dành cho quý vị. Chừng nào quý vị có con bị khuyết tật, hay có con bị tự kỷ, hay quý vị có cái khó khăn gì đó, hay cũng không cái gì hết, mình cũng muốn cho một cái ngày vui. Julie cũng cảm ơn quý vị khán giả của Little Saigon TV đã luôn luôn ủng hộ chương trình kiến thức y khoa, gia đình và xã hội. Hẹn gặp lại tuần tới. Cảm ơn quý vị.
Chương trình này được bảo trợ bởi
Family Joy, tổ ấm y tế của mọi gia đình, 714 898 0765.